Hello. Welcome. Hey, Vaughn. How you going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you virtually. Alrighty. Who else do we have? We've got Ashley. We got Tony. Hey, Tony. How you going? We've got Yoshiko. We've got Peter. Welcome, welcome. I will send through a playlist if you like to play some music. If you've got your own playlist going on, no problem. But I thought I'd pop that one in there just in case. How's everyone feeling? Freedom time. Kind of. Hey, how you going? Alrighty. Great. So we'll get started, and then if anyone kind of pops in a minute or two late, I'll sit up by the computer here to make sure they're all good. I think I've met you all, but if we haven't met, my name is Jade, and it's nice to be here with you covering for Nikki this afternoon. And we'll pretty much get straight into it. So we're going to start on our backs. If you have the playlist there, press play and then head on down to your mat. And just make sure your playlist is not on shuffle. Just make sure it plays through as curated. And feel free to take whatever shape feels best. And so that might be Supta Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together and knees out wide. That might be just a Shavasana shape, so legs long, arms long, stretching out. Really any shape that allows you to feel at ease. And then when you're ready, if it feels okay, please close down your eyes and start to tune into your breath. And see if you can just slow the breath down a little. And I've been doing a yoga training at the moment. I was going over some of the stuff today. And in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, which is one of the ancient texts, it says, when the breath wanders, the mind is also unsteady. But when the breath is calm, the mind too will be still. And so this kind of applies, I think, on our mats for sure, but even more so as we kind of emerge from lockdown and head into the busier time of year. It can be easy to forget our breath and to get caught up and stressed out. And so today, as we practice, the practice will be focused on creating and really cultivating this steadiness of breath to then create a steadiness of mind. And so here, as a collective, we'll take a slow and full breath in. And open your mouth, let the breath fall out. And we'll do that again, deep breath in. And a slow and smooth breath out. And then this time with your lips closed, breathe in. And it might be an ujjayi breath out through the nose. And then just continue to breathe in a really slow, smooth, rhythmic way. And maybe setting the intention to carry this sense of steadiness with you as we start to progress and move into the physical practice. When you're ready, hug your knees to chest and giving yourself a nice big squeeze. Maybe a gentle rock side to side, massaging out your lower back. And then please place the soles of your feet down towards the sky, down towards the floor, knees up towards the sky. And then pressing your feet down, start to tilt your tailbone up off the mat. So you're squeezing your glutes, but you're really not moving too far. It's just your butt that's elevated. And you should feel straight away that like the upper fibers of your glutes are working. And then see if you can squeeze the lower fibers. So squeezing the lower butt. And then just keep drawing your belly button towards your spine. And then very gently, you'll start to lift your hips a little higher. So coming towards a more kind of, I guess, what you'd call a traditional bridge pose. And then as you lift your hips, keep this awareness in the glutes. Feel your feet pressing firmly into the mat. Taking a deep breath in. And then stay lifted here as you breathe out. And this time as you inhale, hips come down to the mat. And then as you exhale, curl yourself up off the mat. Exhale to lift. Can't get my words. We'll do that again. Inhale, lower. And then exhale, lift your hips, bridge pose. And just one more time like this, breathe in. And then exhale, lift your hips all the way up. Pausing in this extended position, squeezing both butt cheeks quite firmly. And then press a little more weight into your right foot, coming up onto your left tippy toes. As you come onto your left tippy toes, you should feel your right butt cheek having to work a little more. Keep that and either stay here on the tippy toe of your left foot or maybe bring your leg up to 90 degrees, or it could be straight up to the sky. Pause here, inhale. Lift your hips a little higher, exhale. We're just going to pulse here for 5. So you'll lower your hip a little and lift for 5, 4, squeezing the right butt cheek for 3, 2, and 1. Left foot comes down, ground your left heel, and then come straight up onto your right tippy toes. And then either staying there on the right tippy toes, squeezing your left butt cheek a little more, or maybe right leg comes up to 90, or maybe straight up to the sky. And then again, we breathe in. Press your hips a little higher as you breathe out. Really squeeze your left butt cheek on. And then it's 5 pulses for 5. We lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your hips come all the way down. Right foot comes down. And then we'll come into a figure 4. So right ankle over your left thigh, either staying there, guiding your right leg forwards, or gripping onto your left leg. And that should feel quite nice after a little bit of glute activation. Let's see if you can create a little more integrity through the right ankle by pulling your toes up towards your shin. Take a deep breath in. And then please stay, breathe out. And then we'll just switch sides. Left foot comes down, right foot comes down, and then left ankle over your right thigh, figure 4. You could lift up your right leg and hug it in a little closer. But even if you've got the right leg pulling in, see if you can rest the back of your head down on the mat and the backs of your shoulders down. So there's this kind of effort, this work in the pose, but there's also this sense of ease, this sense of softness. Just take one more breath in and one more breath out. And then hug both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze and start to rock and roll up and down the length of your mat now. So forwards and back, up and down. Drawing a little more awareness to your belly space. And the next time you rock up, you're going to pause in Navasana boat pose. So shins are parallel to the mat. Hands could be behind your legs holding on, or you might start to stretch your hands forwards. Now see here if you can broaden your chest a little more and really lengthen your spine upwards. Take a breath in and then stay, breathe out. Now either stay in your high boat or come with me as you inhale, extending to low boat, shoulders stay off the mat, legs stay hovering. Exhale, high boat, knees to chest, awakening through the belly space. Twice more, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, curl in. One more time, use your breath to find steadiness. And exhale, draw your knees in, either staying here or lifting your legs straight up. Inhale, roll over, tabletop is your exhale. So taking yourself into your tabletop shape. Your hands will be stacked under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Together, we'll breathe in, belly drops, collarbones broaden. And then exhale, push down and round your spine, really arching. Inhale, belly drops, cow pose. And then exhale, angry cat. So really dome through your upper back, push the ground down. One more like that, breath in. And then breath out, round, round, round. And this time as you inhale, come to a neutral spine position. Your eye gaze will be down at the mat, chin slightly tucked, fingers spreading wide. And start to grip onto the mat a little more, tuck your toes under. And then start to hover your knees off the mat. Straight away, you should feel your belly light up, maybe your shoulders, your arms working a little more. And then see if you can find, or rather create, this steady breath. And so it's even in these moments where there's a strong shape or a moment that could be stressful, can you find a steadiness through the breath? Keep pushing your palms down, keep lifting through the belly, inhale. Stay with it, exhale. One more big breath in. And take your hips up and back, downward facing dog, exhale. And then as you make it to down dog, go ahead and move as much or as little as you like. So you could pedal out your legs, you could shift your hips side to side, left and right. Just taking these first few moments of your practice to really feel into the spaces in your body. Maybe noting areas that are feeling tight or sticky. Maybe some areas are feeling really open, really spacious. And meeting whatever it is with breath. And if you're not already there, find a little bit of stillness now in your down dog. And just like you did in tabletop, can you spread your fingers nice and wide and then really press through your thumb and index fingers, so press forwards and down. As you do that, your arms will get a little longer, feeling really strong and stable. And then you might soften your knees just a touch to send your hips further up and back. Feeling strong and supported in your down dog, breathe in and breathe out. And then one hand print at a time, walk your hands towards your feet at the back edge of your mat. You're going to land in Uttanasana, forward fold. Once you arrive, take a halfway lift on the breath in. Exhale to bow forwards. We'll do that again, halfway lift, breath in, heels press down as the hamstrings light up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Then exhale, fold over your legs, nice soft upper body. Inhale, breath to roll all the way up to standing now. Arms stretching all the way up overhead as you arrive. Big inhale here. Interlace your hands at your lower back as you exhale. So palms plant together or clasp together. Inhale, breath to roll your shoulders back, lift your heart up. And then with soft knees, forward fold. So nice soft bend through the knees, upper body hangs heavy. And as your upper body hangs heavy, maybe your fist starts to move a little closer towards the top edge of your mat. So you're getting into the shoulders a little. Just take one breath in. One breath out. Releasing your palms to the mat. Start to walk yourself forwards into a high plank pose. Top of a push-up. Hands will be stacked underneath your shoulders. Belly's really firm. And as your belly starts to firm, see if you can tuck your tail and squeeze your buttocks, squeeze your thighs. Take a breath in. Stay, breathe out. Take one more inhale. Knees up or down to lower, all the way to your belly as you exhale. Untuck your toes, lift your chest up, cobra, breath in. Lower down, exhale. Again, it's the breath in that lifts your chest up. Feel your elbows wrapping back as your butt squeezes more. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest up, really broaden your chest. Lower down, exhale. Tuck your toes under. Decide whether it's plank or tabletop, your journey back to downward facing dog. Once you're in down dog, breathe in. And then breathe out. Come high onto your tippy toes and slowly start to walk forwards to the top edge of your mat. Landing in Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up. Find length through both sides of your waist. Exhale to fold, straight back down, go slow. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to step your left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches up, simple twist for the breath in. Pyramid pose, breath out. Inhale, rebend your right knee, both hands plant down. Step back, downward facing dog. So right foot meets left at the back of your mat. Like a wave, inhale, breath, roll forwards, high plank. Knees up or down, lower through chaturanga, all the way to your belly. Lovely control. Inhale for cobra, breath in. Lower down on the breath out. This time as you lift your chest up, maybe your legs hover and hands hover. Lower down, exhale. One more time, it's a breath in that lifts your chest up, elbows wrap back, shoulders squeeze down and back. And then lower down, breath out. Tuck your toes under, draw your belly in. See if you can press through plank, back to downward facing dog. Once you're there, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, right leg lifts up. As you exhale, right foot steps forwards between your hands. Inhale, right arm reaches, simple twist, same shape. Exhale, pyramid pose, right leg straightens as you fold. We'll keep moving. Inhale, runner's lunge, right knee bends as you gaze forwards. Step forwards, fold forward. So left foot meets right at the top. Half lift, breath in. Fold, exhale. Sit your bum down, reach your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose, breath in here. And then see if you can sit a little deeper as you breathe out. That's it, nice. Two straight legs, two straight arms, stand up, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. Step your right foot to the back of the mat as you breathe out. Inhale, left arm reaches up, simple twist is the breath in. Like you're moving in slow motion, pyramid pose, breath out. Inhale to rebend your left knee, hands plant down. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog, maybe without a sweep of the left foot. Inhale, roll forwards, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, high to low. Inhale could be cobra or up dog if you're ready. Lovely. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once you arrive, breathe in. And then breathe out. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, knee to nose to very lightly, very gently step forwards. Inhale, simple twist, left arm stretches up. Pyramid pose, exhale. Inhale, runner's lunge, left knee bends as your collarbones broaden. Step forwards, fold forwards, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, exhale. Sit your bum down, reach your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose, breath in. Again, we stay, maybe go a little deeper on the breath out. That's it, bunny. Two straight legs, two straight arms, reach up, stretch up, inhale. Fold forwards, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. Chaturanga dandasana, breath out. Step or jump back to take your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. That's it, Peter, nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful shapes. Pause for a breath in. And then stay, land on the breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to nose to gently step your right foot forwards. Inhale, right arm reaches up, simple twist, breath in. Pyramid pose, same shape, breath out. Inhale, back to simple twist, right arm reaches as your right knee bends. And then lower your back knee down as you breathe out. So we stay in this shape. And then see if you can feel your right shoulder winding back, but at the same time, you might be pressing a little through your left hand to kind of turn your chest to the right. And then come a little higher onto your left tips of your fingers. Squeeze your left butt cheek. We're coming into reverse on an inhale. Left arm reaches all the way up and back. Right hand slides down to the left leg, or maybe it wraps for a half bind. And then as you lift into this shape, feel your left arm stretching up. Feel your left butt cheek squeezing as you open through the whole left side of your body. Take one more breath in. Then hook your left elbow around your right thigh as your hands meet at prayer. So prayer twist to the right. And then as your hands meet, press your right hand down into left to turn your chest open a little more. Notice if you've forgotten about the legs, could you press a little more through both feet to keep stability through the hips? Take a breath in. And then stay, breathe out. Keep the legs the same, undo the twist, Anjaneyasana through center, arms up, inhale. Slowly, half Hanuman, exhale, right leg straightens as you fold. We'll keep moving with breath, inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms up. Exhale, slow motion as you fold, hands might hover. One more time, breath in to reach up. And then breath out to fold over your right leg. And then it's up to you whether you're hovering the fingers, whether they're touching down, framing the right leg. They might be stretching forwards. But see if you can keep this lift through the right toes up towards your shin to create more length through the back of your right thigh. Just take one more breath in. And one more breath out. Inhale to rebend your right knee, hands plant down, back toes tucked. So you can step back, downward facing dog. Straight away on the breath in, roll forwards, high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, exhale. Upward facing dog, chest broaden, shoulders right back. Downward facing dog, breath out. Take deep breath in. Breathe out. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to nose to lightly, gently step your left foot forwards. Left arm stretches to the sky, simple twist, breath in. So it starts the same. Exhale, pyramid, left leg straightens as you fall. Inhale, simple twist, left knee bends, left arm reaches. And then straight away, back knee drops on the breath out. So drop the right knee down. Then get really firm through your right butt cheek. So squeeze your back glute, turn your left shoulder back, and then come up a little higher onto your right fingertips. Squeeze your right butt cheek a little more, and then take this into reverse. So right arm reaches up and back with the left hand sliding down the right leg, or maybe wrapping at the right hip for a half bind. See if you can turn your chest open. Feel your right shoulder winding back. Take a deep breath in. And then twist to the left as you breathe out. Right elbow hooks the left thigh, hands meet at prayer. And then as your hands come together, press your left hand down into right. See if you can wind your left shoulder back. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Take an inhale. Stay, exhale. Keep your legs the same. It's Anjaneyasana through center, arms up, breath in. Half Hanuman slowly as you breathe out, left leg straightens as you fold. Twice more with breath, inhale, shift forwards, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hips pull back as you fold. One more time, reaching up, squeezing your right glute to support. And then exhale, half Hanuman, we fold. Stay, breathe in, finding a place for your hands to rest, or maybe hover. and then folding a little more on your exhale. And then just taking a handful of breaths here, seeing if you can lift the left toes up, maybe soften the left knee a little more, maybe soften your belly a little more. Like where could you create a little more length and a little more space? Together, we'll breathe in and stay. Exhale. Inhale, breath to rebend your left knee, hands plant down, back toes tuck. Step back, downward facing dog, maybe without a sweep. Inhale, roll forwards, high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, go slow. Inhale, up dog, beautiful Yoshiko, heart lifts. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breath in, and breath out. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to right elbow, so same side, try and make the connection. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, really dome through your upper back. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale to the left elbow, under and across. Again, try and tap, make the connection. Kick your right leg through, lift your left arm up, fallen triangle. Good, yes, so left arm stretches up, right hand presses down, belly pulls in. And then maybe, just maybe, your right leg hovers off the ground. Zip it in, pull it in tight, breath in. Left hand down, three-legged dog. That's the breath out. Bend your right knee, peel your hip open, breath in. Stay, land, breath out. Start to straighten your right leg on your inhale. Step your right foot forwards between your hands as you exhale. Inhale, simple twist. So quite a familiar shape now, right arm stretching up. This time the back knee is going to stay lifted. And so because the back knee is lifted, see if you can squeeze your left thigh and squeeze your left butt cheek so your back leg's really firm. And then you might even look down at your right foot as you press it actively down into the mat. Get a little lighter through the left hand, so coming up onto fingertips again. Bend your left knee just a touch to transition this to reverse. So left arm's going to reach all the way up and back on your inhale. We go straight into crescent twist as on the exhale, left elbow hooks around your right thigh. Hands pressing together, right shoulder winding back. And then I recommend looking down at your right foot as you lean a little more body weight forwards. We're going to do one tap of the left knee to right calf, little tap, and then step your left foot to the back. Undo the twist, two straight arms, two straight legs, reach up through center, inhale. Arrowhead, exhale, rebend your right knee, stretch your arms behind. And then as you stretch your arms back, could you broaden your chest forwards and lean a little more body weight forwards. Coming up onto your tippy toes of the left foot, eventually the left toes hover. You're in Dekasana, airplane pose. Yes, lovely positions. Squeeze that left thigh on. Good, and then from here, we're gonna slowly start to dive your chest forward, maybe without hands, heading to standing split. So it's slowly, maybe the hands stay off the ground for quite some time, but eventually hands come down as your left leg continues to kick up. And then notice if you're locking out your right knee, see if you could soften the right knee a little and maybe even squeeze your right thigh to find more length through your right hamstrings. Let your head, neck, and shoulders soften, but then continue to kick your left leg up. Take one more breath in and a breath out. Bend your right knee a little so that you can step your left foot to the back of the mat, warrior two stance. We're going to come straight into reverse trikonasana. Right leg straightens, reach up and back, inhale. High skandasana, back of the mat on your exhale. Left toes turn out, hips sit down. Left knee's bent, right leg straight. Yes, good, really nice position. See if you can soften your shoulders and neck and your face. Take one big breath in. Maybe you sit a little deeper on the breath out. Start to press through your left foot as you inhale. Warrior two, top of your mat. Exhale, right toes face forwards. arms stretch wide. Straight away, it's a flip to reverse Trikonasana. Right leg straightens again, reaching up and back. Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Right knee bends, right elbow to thigh, left arm over your head. And then we'll pause here for a few breaths. So you might slide your right hand down to the floor or a block. Maybe you wrap your left arm behind for a half bind if there's a full bind available, and that would feel good today. You're more than welcome to take it. Ooh, and if you're like me, see if you can slow down your breath. But choose a variation that allows you to create this steady, smooth breath. And so if you're in the bind and it feels too strong, you're always welcome to come out to adjust. Yeah, really nice shape. All right, just 2 more breaths here, pressing both feet down, rolling the left shoulder back. Last breath in and breath out. All right, undo the bind. 2 straight legs again. It's reverse Trikonasana, final time, reaching up and back. Exhale, hands to the mat, 3-legged dog. So right leg is gonna lift up and out. Take a breath in to lift your right leg a little higher. Exhale, knee to nose to step your right foot forwards between your hands. Runner's lunge, right knee bends as your collarbones broaden, inhale. Pyramid pose is your exhale, right leg straightens as we fold. And then please shorten your stance as much as you need to ground through the back foot. So hop the left foot in a little bit. So you can press both feet down. And then notice if you're standing on a bit of a tightrope, if your feet are quite narrow. And if you are, start to widen your stance to the touch. So left foot to the left a little, right foot to the right. Yep. Cool. Really good shapes. And then allow your upper body to just hang heavy here. If you know your hamstrings are quite tight, you could bend your right knee a little more. And start to walk your hands, rather than just letting them frame the leg, your front leg, walk them over to the right side. You might even bring your left hand to the top right corner of your mat. The right hand could stretch a little further to the right. And as you do this, see if you can feel your outer right hip winding towards the back edge of your mat. Good. And then stay there for a breath in. And a breath out. And then bring your hands back through center. If you've got a block, if you don't have a block, don't stress. If you have one though, please place it on the inside edge of your right foot. If you don't have a block, you'll just be on fingertips. Or left hand is on the block or just beside your right foot. Right thumb is going to go into your right hip crease. And use your right thumb to push your outer right hip back. As you do that, start to wind your top shoulder back, your right shoulder back, and then maybe stay there or start to stretch your right arm up towards the sky, going into Parivrtta Trikonasana, so twisted Trikonasana. And so you can probably feel why we needed the wider stance, because we need that strong base of support through the legs. All right, just 2 breaths here. It's a really strong shape, I know. It's asking a lot. 1 more breath. And then keep looking to the right. You're going to turn all 10 toes to the right, landing in Gomukhasana. So both knees are going to bend. Hopefully you end up with your right leg on top, left leg underneath. If you didn't quite end up that way, you can just sort yourself out and get there somehow. And then it's up to you whether you'd like to stay upright or fold forward, but it's just for a handful of breaths. So feeling this nice big stretch through the outer right hip. And again, it's like these kind of pockets or these windows in the practice where we can pause and settle, slow your heart rate down, and create that sense of steadiness in the mind via a slow, smooth breath. Let's take 1 more breath in and 1 more breath out. And walk your hands back in towards you. And then walk your hands to the left, so to be towards the top edge of your mat. You're going to end up in a wide-legged forward fold. So you've got to do a full 180. Your toes are going to face the other way, both legs straight, and you're in a wide-legged forward fold, hopefully. Good. Once you're there, take a halfway lift, breath in, and then fold into it as you breathe out. 1 more like that. Breath in, halfway lift. This time as you exhale, walk your hands towards the top edge of your mat. So back towards your right foot. You're in runner's lunge. And then place your left hand down, reach your right arm up. We've done this so many times now, so super familiar shape. Press your left hand down this time. So rather than getting light in the left hand, press it down firmly. Keep looking right, roll to side plank. So left foot, rolling onto the blade edge of the left foot, right foot steps to stack. Yes, lovely. Keep pressing your left hand down, lifting your hips up. Maybe your right foot hovers away from the left. One breath in there. We'll all take it to wild thing on the breath out. Right toes touch down, hips up, hard up, big inhale there. Stay with it, exhale. One more breath in. And then one giant step between your hands at the top of your mat. So right foot steps between your hands, left foot steps forwards as well. And fold, fold, fold at the top. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold forwards, breath out. Please bring your feet together, big toes to touch, heels might be slightly apart. And then sit your bum down, reach your arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose, breath in. Hands together at prayer, exhale. Lean your torso forwards, find length through your spine first. Look to the right, twist to the right, left elbow hooks around your right thigh. Good, and so you're in this twisted chair, really strong place to be, really tough shape. But if you're feeling like you'd like to take it to side crow today, you're gonna sit your hips down towards your heels, hands come down, shoulder width wide. You've got to really hook your left elbow or left tricep around your right knee, and then maybe lean a little body weight forwards. Maybe it's Kundinyasana with the legs splitting. Yes, nice, Izzy. Good. If you're still in your twisted chair, stay low in the legs. That's it, Bon. Good, good, good. And then we'll slowly meet back in the twisted chair. So try to come back in, stay low, stay low. Inhale, two straight legs, two straight arms, reach up, stretch up. Fold, exhale. Half lift, breath in. Chaturanga, Dandasana, exhale. Inhale, back bend of choice, so cobra or up dog. And then we meet back in down dog. Lovely. Take a breath in. And a breath out. We'll keep moving. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, high and tight. Try and connect. That's it. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Dome your upper back. Stack your shoulders over wrists. Yes. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale to the right elbow, under and across. Pause. Then maybe it taps. Then kick it through. Right arm reaches up. Fall and triangle. Good. And then feel your belly working. And then maybe, just maybe, that left leg lifts off the ground. As it hovers, pull your belly in more. Take a breath in. Three-legged dog, breath out. Left knee hugs in, right hand down, left leg up. Bend your left knee, peel your hip open. Inhale. Stay. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your left leg straight up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose to step your left foot forwards. Inhale, simple twist, left arm reaches all the way up, and we pause here. As you pause, see if you can firm your back leg. So squeeze your right thigh. It's like the muscles squeezing to the bone. Your right butt cheek squeezing. And then you're rolling your left shoulder back. Good. Get a little lighter in your right hand. Squeeze your right glute a little more. And then on your next breath in, reverse this shape. So it's the right arm reaching up. You might bend your right knee a little to support the transition. Really good. Breath in there. Twist to the left. Right elbow hooks around your left thigh. Hands meet at prayer. And then now that you know where we're going later, maybe you're working to get that twist a little deeper in preparation. Right hand, left hand, pardon me, presses into the right. And then your chest starts to lean a little more forwards. Your gaze could go towards your left foot. It's that curtsy tap. So your right knee to left leg, or left calf, sorry. Kick back, step back. Good. Unwind your twist. Two straight arms, two straight legs come through center. Inhale. Arrowhead, exhale, left knee bends, arm stretch back. And again, the chest broadens forward, your shoulder blades squeeze down and back together. And your gaze is forward. You start to lean a little more body weight forward until your right foot starts to hover away from the ground, airplane pose. Yeah, that's it. See if you can turn your right hip down a little so your hips are nice and square. There's a squaring off of left hip and right hip. Start to bend your left knee a little more. Then lean body weight forward. So it's like your chest and your head are moving down towards the mat. You're heading towards standing splits as long as you like without hands, but eventually your hands will touch down. Good. And then as they touch down, soften your left knee a little, squeeze your left thigh. Then at the same time, really squeeze your right butt cheek to lift your right leg up more. Take one breath in. Maybe softening into the fold a little more as you breathe out. Bend your left knee a little to step your right foot to the back of the mat, warrior two stance. Reverse Trikonasana, inhale, left leg straightens, reach all the way up and back. High Skandasana, back of the mat, right knee bends as your left leg straightens. And then really sit into your right hip. So pull your hips back and across to the right as you lift your left toes up and straighten out through your left leg. Take one more breath in. Sit a little deeper as you breathe out. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, warrior two, top of the mat, left toes forward, right toes turn slightly in. Flip to reverse Trikonasana, reach up and back. Side angle, exhale, left knee bends, left elbow to left thigh, right arm stretching forwards. Good, yeah, any variations that you may have taken on the other side, or maybe you prefer to take on this side. But finding a position that allows you to cultivate this slow, smooth, generous breath. And then just notice what happens to the mind when the breath is steady. Let's take two more breaths here. If you've got the bind, please release it. Reverse Trikonasana one more time. Straighten out your left leg, reach up and back. Exhale, three-legged dog, hands to the mat, left leg lifts up. Take a breath in to lift your left leg higher. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping forwards between your hands. Runner's lunge, the breath in, long spine. Pyramid pose, breath out, left leg straightens as you fold. And then hop your back foot in a little until you can ground through the right foot. Yeah, nice. And then look at your 2 feet. If you're on a bit of a tightrope, just widen your stance a touch, because especially as we twist in a moment, we want this equilibrium between the hips, or between the left hip and right hip. So when the feet are really narrow, the pelvis tends to twist a lot. We want the twist to come from the upper body. And so once you've got your foot position, start to walk your hands to the left, kind of framing or stretching over rather your left foot. As you do that, see if you can feel already your outer left hip winding to the back edge of the mat. Take a breath in and breath out. And then please walk your hands back through center, either with your block on the inside edge of your left foot or right fingertips to the inside edge of your left foot. Press your right fingertips down, bring your left thumb to your left hip crease. Use your left thumb to wind your left hip back, and you should feel that squaring off through the bowl of the pelvis. Keep turning to the left, roll your left shoulder back in space, and then maybe your left arm stretches up. And you can use your right hand, whether it's on a block or on fingertips, to kind of push to turn your chest open. Good. Take a breath in, breath out. One more inhale. Keep looking left as you exhale. So here's that transition, Gomukhasana. So toes are going to turn to the left, all 10 toes to the left, bend both knees, sitting down with the left leg wrapping on top of the right. If you need to kind of wiggle and adjust to create that seated shape, please do. And then up to you whether you prefer to stay upright or if you'd like to walk your hands forwards to fold forwards. And taking whatever you need in this moment, in this shape, and acknowledging any sensations that are present. Just one more inhale. Stay, exhale. Please walk your hands in towards you. And then start to walk your hands to the right. We're doing that full 180 into a wide-legged forward fold. So flip all the way around. Toes slightly in, heels slightly out. You're in a forward fold. We keep moving. It's a halfway lift. Inhale. Maybe fold a little deeper. Exhale. One more halfway lift. Long spine. Breath in. Walk your hands to the left, to the original top of the mat into runner's lunge. So you might need to readjust the feet a little. Collarbones broaden. Inhale. And then plant your right hand down as you exhale. Inhale, left arm stretches up, simple twist. Heading to Vashisthasana whenever you're ready. So rolling to the blade edge of your right foot. Left foot steps to stack. Maybe it hovers straight away. Maybe it's taking a different shape, different kind of variation. Wherever you are, see if you can lift it just for 1 sec. Breath in, wild thing. Breath out, left toes touch down. Hips up, hard up, inhale, breath. Stay, exhale. One more breath in to prepare. Then one giant step, left foot between your two hands at the top of your mat. Inhale, runner's lunge. Again, breath in. Step forwards, fold forwards, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Big toes to touch, sit down, reach up, Utkatasana, inhale. Hands at prayer, heart center, exhale. Last bit of work, lean your torso forwards, long spine. Look left, then twist left, right elbow hooks the left thigh. Now either staying deep in this chair, deep in this twisted chair, or if an arm balance would feel best, you're welcome to sit your bum down, really hook your right arm around your left thigh. Yep, so side crow, Kundinyasana, all there for you if you'd like. Good, if you're sitting in your chair, see if you can sit a little deeper, twist a little more. Nice, really good, Peter. Good, one more breath in. We'll meet back in the twisted chair for the breath out. All right, undo the twist, 2 straight legs, 2 straight arms, reach up through center. Forward fold, let it all go. Exhale. Half lift, long spine. Chaturanga Dandasana, step or jump back or skip the flow and move straight back to down dog. And that's where we'll meet in this downward dog shape. And once you're there, breathe in. Then either drop your knees to a child's pose or sitting down into a seated meditation shape. So up to you, whichever shape would feel better. And then close down your eyes. And then just take this moment to pause, to feel, to experience. Not needing to do anything else. Just be here. And then see if you could actively slow your heart rate down by slowing and smoothing out your breath once more. Just 2 more breaths. If you're in a child's pose, please come to meet in a seated shape. Now we'll all come into a kneeling position, toes tucked underneath. And then you're gonna place your left hand at your lower belly, your right hand at the base of your spine, so your sacrum, that little bony bit. And then start to feel, so just go side on so you can see. So if you feel the kind of movement through your pelvis, backwards and forwards, we want your posterior, we want a posterior pelvic tilt. So you want to feel your right hand kind of pressing the hip forwards as you tuck your tailbone and squeeze your butt. So you'll feel your butt's really firm, belly's really firm. And then keep that and start to reach both arms forwards. So your body's in this nice straight line. And then as you inhale, start to lower yourself down to a degree where you can maintain this neutral spine position. And exhale, come back through center. Good, we'll do that twice more. Inhale, squeeze your buttocks, squeeze your belly, feel your thighs working. Exhale, come back. And then one more time, we lower, lower, lower. Squeeze your butt to come forwards, exhale. And if you need a moment to pause, you can kind of sit down, release that all out. But we want to just remember that feeling of the tuck and the squeeze of butt and belly as we start to move into camel now, which is more of a back bend. Alrighty, so when you're ready, you'll come up, toes tucked. That tuck of your tailbone, so squeezing your butt, drawing your belly in. And then hands to your sacrum, both hands facing downwards. Roll your shoulders back, start to lift your heart up, lift your chest up. And then keep squeezing your butt and pressing your hips forwards as you start to lean back a little. Maybe this is where you stay, depending on how your lower back's feeling. Or perhaps you reach back, catching a hold of one heel and then maybe the other heel. And if you've got both heels, keep squeezing your butt, pressing your hips forwards, rolling your shoulders back, and lifting your heart up like there's a string coming out of your chest and lifting your chest up. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. And then if you're in camel with the hand on your heels, bring them back to your lower back just for that little bit of support to come out of the shape. Before sitting your bum down, again, a little wiggle through the pelvis could feel good. Then hands will come down, leaning body weight forwards to step back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Take your time, move really slowly, mindfully. And then once you're in down dog, take a deep breath in. And open your mouth, let it go. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Bend your right knee, peel your hip open. Come high onto your left tippy toes, breath in. Slide your right shin forwards, coming towards pigeon pose. So right shin slides forwards, left leg kicks back. If you prefer supine, you can lay onto your back and take a figure 4. And then whenever you're ready, walking your hands forwards to fold forwards any amount. And so if you know you're particularly tight, you could have a block or a pillow under your right hip. And then here, as we move into stillness, can you feel your body breathing? Where can you feel your breath? And can you use your breath as a tool to slow down the mind? Just one more deep breath in. Collective exhale. And gently walk your hands back in towards you. Stepping back to downward facing dog. Left toes tuck under, right foot steps back. And you might pedal and kind of walk out your dog. But whenever you're ready, the breath in, will lift your left leg up. Bend your left knee, peel your hip open, exhale. And coming a little higher onto your right tippy toes, so your hips are quite high now. Exhale, pigeon pose, left shin slides forwards. As you settle into your shape, if you're on your back, of course, you just switch sides. And then take a sec to set it up rather than rushing, go slow. And then whenever it feels great, start to walk your hands forwards to fold. If you notice you're holding tension somewhere, whether it's your hips, your shoulders, your jaw, just allow those areas to soften. There's 3 more breaths. After your 3rd breath, walking your hands back in. If you're wanting a final down dog or a final flow, you can take yourself there. If not, we'll meet on our back. So you'll sit onto your left hip, swing your right leg around in front, and then just lay on down. And then as you lay down onto your back, you can pretty much do whatever you like. So you can hug your knees to chest. You could take a happy baby or an inversion of some kind. Maybe a twist would feel good. Really, any final movements that you feel called to do before heading into Shavasana, which is where we'll all eventually meet, but know that there's no rush to get there. If you're twisting, make sure you're balanced. And it's at this point in the practice that you really start to gaze inward. So you might even choose to keep your eyes closed from here on out. When you're ready, stretching your legs long, arms long, either palms open, or if it feels nice to have your hands somewhere in your body, you're more than welcome to place them somewhere there that can feel really comforting. And then as this signal to ourselves that it's time to rest, we'll take a final deep breath in and a full breath out. Shavasana. If you have a little longer to stay and rest, please know that you can stay exactly as you are. If you feel ready to move, just start by deepening your breath. And let your breath start to animate your body, noticing the areas that you can feel your breath moving through. Starting to integrate gentle movements and maybe wiggling your fingers, your toes. You might even stretch your arms overhead to take a full front body stretch, toes pointing forwards. Before slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position to close out your practice with your eyes gently closed. And once you make it into your seat, feel your sit bones grounding, your spine nice and long, chest open. And just acknowledge this feeling that you've created for yourself, whatever it is that you're feeling. If it feels right for you to do so, gather your two hands together at your heart space, Anjali Mudra. A moment to pause, feeling a sense of gratitude or appreciation for your body, your health, this practice, this beautiful community. I feel very grateful to be here with you, and it's been my honor and pleasure to guide you through your practice. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. So nice to see you. I'll probably see you on the weekend if you're going to do some yoga. Yeah, we're all like excited to get back into it. Nikki G, 8 a.m. Saturday, get there.
We'll see you there. Thank you.
Thanks, no worries.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you guys, my pleasure.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jade.
No worries, see ya.
Thank you.
Thanks, see you, Tony.